Hi everyone, I'm Kelsie and welcome back to my channel, Connecting with Spirit. So first things first, I usually like to do these energy forecast videos on Mondays and I am late with this one. My apologies for that because I've been going through this massive death and rebirth and working through a lot of grief. So I'm a little bit late with this video. So it's coming out on a Tuesday instead of a Monday as I would have liked, but not to worry, there's plenty of time left to check in on the energies for this week. So this video is an energy forecast for the week of the 9th of December until the 15th of December 2024. And even before I check in with the energies, the first thing to say is that we're still knee deep in the energy of Mercury retrograde, and this will last until the 15th of December. But energetically, I feel like it'll still, the energy will still be there with us next week as well, that Mercury retrograde energy. And Mercury retrograde is pretty much all about a pause. So you might be finding at the minute that things aren't moving forward as fast as you would like. Maybe some projects have come to a halt. Maybe your inspiration has dried up. You're not sure what the next steps are that you need to take. And this is generally because Mercury retrograde is all about slowing down, resting, pausing, contemplating, and going within, doing some introspection, these sorts of things, as well as inner work like healing work, shadow work, all that sort of stuff. So you might find yourself going through working through a lot of emotions during Mercury retrograde, or just slowing down, pausing, these sorts of energies as well. Do take note that there might be communication difficulties, delays, travel issues, or even things to do with technology. Technology just might not be working for you at all during Mercury retrograde. Yeah, that's basically what the energy is about, slowing down, a pause. The other thing to note astrologically is also Mars is in retrograde, and we have the energy of the full moon on the 15th as well, so you will be feeling that full moon energy during this week, probably coming in around Thursday or so. And I usually do more in-depth readings on new moons and full moons on my Instagram Instagram page. If you would like to check that out, the link to my Instagram is down below. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say astrologically speaking. And now I'm going to tune into the energy and see what sort of messages come through and what we need to know about the energy this week. So I'm just going to ask to be connected into the energy of the week. Connect me into the energy of the week. Connect me into the energy of the week now, please. Thank you. And what do we need to know? What does the collective need to know about the energy for this week? Please and thank you very much. Okay, so the first thing I am hearing, I heard introspection, and I also heard grief. So this is the kind of energy that I've been working through at the moment, so it's no surprise to me that the collective is also working through it. So as I had said, Mercury retrograde is very much about connecting within, going within, and looking at introspecting and also working through some things that might be coming up for you. And in this case, grief might be coming up really strongly for you this week. To sit with it as best as you can, to get out into nature, or to sit with it beside a body of water, a lake, a river, what have you, and to sit and work through these feelings. So I've recently done a video called Healing for the Holidays, and it was on bereavement, loss, and grief. So this might be something that could help if you are working through these sorts of feelings this week. I will link that video in the description box as well if you want to check that out. If that might help you to get some sort of relief, to clear your energy fields, to just get that breathing space if you're working through these difficult energies right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm also hearing with Mars being in retrograde, and Mars is very much fiery energy, that tempers might be flaring this week. To just be aware if it's your own temper or if it's those around you, to notice when that happens and to take a deep breath, to try and give yourself some space to de-escalate the situation. So it's I'm just feeling like it's about responding rather than reacting. So if you find that you're suddenly really triggered and the rage just comes up really quickly, to just take that pause, to take that moment to breathe, to give yourself that few, it could just be seconds or minutes of breathing space, to allow your nervous system to settle down before you do anything, instead of just automatically the rage comes and you react by saying something, by doing something, whatever the case may be. To just pause and take that breath, to give yourself that few seconds of time to think about what the best way for you is to handle this, and to respond then instead of react. That seems to be really important. So having a look at that as well, to having a look at how you respond or react when you feel the rage, when you feel the anger. Like, do you lash out? Like, what is it that you do? And there's no judgment with this. It's just about becoming aware of what it is that your response is, and having a look at that. Sitting with it and asking yourself, where does this come from, going a little bit deeper, and getting to know yourself in that sort of way. Because for a lot of you, I'm feeling it's not yours. This behavioral response, let's say this reaction, it's not yours. It's something that you have learned, that maybe you've picked up, and it's a pattern of behavior that you might need to look at. So this is not for everyone, but if this resonates, so it's about connecting in with yourself and doing some introspection, just to have a look, becoming aware of what it is that you do, and also your reaction to it. Do you shame yourself? Are you really hard on yourself for it? Do you beat yourself up for your reaction? This sorts of things, to sit with that and have a look, and process the energy out, and also to approach it with understanding, to try and understand yourself and why it is that you're doing the things that you do, why you react in this way, these sorts of things, to get to know yourself better, and also to cultivate some compassion and love for yourself, because there is a reason, as to why you do these sorts of things, and it might be something that you hadn't considered before. So that seems like that energy is kind of coming to the fore for you to have a look at the anger, the rage, and how you react or respond when you're triggered in that way. And just diving deep and having a look at that to create compassion and understanding for yourself. And if it's the case of other people, if they're reacting in anger or rage to something that you say or do, that safety is your priority. If you don't feel safe to continue the conversation, if because of however they're behaving when they're angry or in the rage, to take yourself out of that space and to wait for the other person to calm down before you then approach the situation and try and work through it, to just notice as well what they are like, in relation to anger, what way they respond, and if you need to put in boundaries, if it's safe for you to do so or not, whatever the case may be. But there might be some introspection and reflection on this as well, to have of the people around you, their behavior when they respond in anger, or their tempers are high, rage, these sorts of things, to have a look at that, because there's also some messages there, there's some information there, to sit with yourself again, to go within and to see what comes to the fore for you, because yeah, there's definitely some information there for you. Thank you. So I'm also hearing abundance. Abundance coming up for the energies this week. And I was just asking, what types of abundance, and I'm hearing opportunities. So abundance of opportunities coming your way this week. I'm also hearing, so for some of you, an opportunity might come your way, and your reflex reaction is to say like, oh no, like I can't be doing that, because it might be out of your comfort zone or something that you might not consider doing before. Because of that, there might be a fear in the way or whatever. And I'm just hearing the guidance is to think about it. If an opportunity comes your way, to not reject it outright, but to say, okay, I'll think about that and I'll let you know. So to not say no straight away and then go away, and again contemplate, take that time to go within and ask yourself, okay, would this be an opportunity? Would this opportunity be good for me? Is it best for me? And see if there's any fears or discomfort or anxiety that comes up, because it might very well be, and that might be the reason why you are holding yourself back and not taking this opportunity. To have a look at that and to work through those energies and process them out again, to kind of clear those obstacles in your path, to enable you to take this opportunity that you mightn't have taken before, you mightn't have considered before, because of these fears or anxieties that you might have had. So yeah, that's another message coming from Spirit, to not outright reject it, but to go away and think about it, and to work through the energies if there are some things there. But again, sometimes you might go away and it's like an outright no, which is grand. But it's more of a case like Spirit doesn't want you to miss these opportunities because you have a fear or a certain blockage in your energy field that would automatically cause you to reject it. So they're just asking you to take that time to think about it first, and to maybe work through those anxieties or fears or whatever first, to enable you to take these opportunities that are going to come your way this week, which is very exciting. Thank you. So I think that's it. Short and sweet one for the energy update for this week. Really interesting energies. Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, and the energy of this full moon. So I hope you enjoyed this energy reading. I hope it's beneficial for you. Do let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, until next week, hopefully, I hope that you have a lovely week. Thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.